David Carradine. How do I do this tactfully? Make a joke about pebble snatching? Obscure reference to Circle of Iron? Damn it, Larson, try not to choke. Ah, shit. Hey folks, Larson Halleck here with another edition of Workout Fails that is also quite possibly the most literal edition of Kung Fail I've ever done. For this is Spiral Fitness, a workout video starring Kwai Chang Caine himself, David Carradine, as well as the guy who taught Carradine Kung Fu, Rob Moses, and Melissa Moses, Rob's daughter, wife, I don't really know actually. Spiral Fitness promises to use Kung Fu-inspired motions for total body fitness with the help of the Spiral Knot, a green mystical PVC pipe. And as I try not to mock the manner of Mr. Carradine's death or his other less than proud moments in his life, let's jump in. We see this guy having a lot of fun playing with his pipe, but there's Ting Sha bells in the music, so this is like spiritual and oriental and stuff. Times New Roman, the font of the champions.
Life is best when it unfolds before your eyes.
Unfolding may not need to involve peyote and naked assaults, but I prefer it that way. Oh god damn it, I didn't want to do a joke about David's assault charge so soon. This is your fault, Carradine.
It is our highest expression of love to stir the soup of collective consciousness. The human
Somebody got paid to write this.
form is closely related to flows and truths of nature. Galaxies, seashells, waves spin, flowers bloom by morning and contract by dusk. Through spiral geometry, we heal ourselves from blocking organic flow. We transcend conflicting dead ends, honestly as our lungs breathe and our blood flows. This is a very simple and advanced way to unclog ourselves spiritually and emotionally, to be structurally sound during.
Through spirals, we spiral the spiraling spirals of circle, spiral, 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 spiral. Oh look, Rob's doing it in front of a sunset, so it's like spiritual and stuff.
It does have a lot of leverage there, or it can get stuck. Please keep your fingers out of the ends on this.
I would ask who would be dumb enough to stick their finger into a curved PVC pipe, but then I thought about who would buy this. The video opens up with light stretching.
Lower the stick. Now rotate side to side.
He called it a stick. He's gonna crack and call it what it is, a pipe, at some point. I just know it.
Tunnel syndrome and whatnot. So much of it is from working on computers or just routines that we get into.
That is in fact true.
You're always using finger manipulations with it. So it's a very live, very, very helpful way to minimize the stagnant energy that gets stuck in areas like the wrist.
Different muscles in the forearms and hands being activated. Feel the warmth in the hands and forearms.
Yeah, wring out that laundry. Also, is it just me, or does this music sound like it came from some PlayStation RPG from the 90s? The young woman in the back looks from side to side, not sure that she's actually participating in this crap.
The path of the stick now soars over hollowed intention.
Yeah, nice one, Master Khan. So then we get this interlude of Rob doing a corking twirl routine with his sphere knot to wildly inappropriate music. Relevant? Of course not.
Now we're going to do an exercise that was designed to help changing positions of the hands on the stick so that you don't get locked into one thing and feel like you're stuck in one place. And we're going to have an imagery of a circle.
I've heard the terms circle and spiral so much in the last 20 minutes that they've lost all meaning.
And like you're an entire world of jello. And so what you're going to do with that stick is you're going to carve a circle through that world of jello with the stick itself.
What? Have we just officially started playing make-believe here?
Change that imagery of Jell-O into maybe the stick becomes a shrimp.
Do you eat shrimp and Jell-O often?
Now what happens when you take that shrimp and you put him into molasses?
Shrimp plus molasses makes a horrible meal, sweetheart. Okay, mockery aside, this is all about imagery, right? So are you supposed to imagine that the resistance is added, or is this some kind of Charles Atlas dynamic tension thing?
And smaller, and smaller, and smaller.
Is it just me, or is this woman really hot in an annoying sort of way? And now we have Rob doing his stick twirls to a hip-hop beat to show he's down with the urban youth.
Often overlooked elements of swordsmanship are gusto and freedom.
I'm talking about swordsmanship. Of course I'm playing with a pipe, so that's entirely irrelevant.
Be aware of not only where the stick is going, but where it is coming from.
You mean Home Depot? Dave, I know you're something of a hippie, but you didn't need to wear paisley.
As you want it to be. And the thing is, it doesn't take any room to do it. You don't have to be on a football field.
In fact, I think he might be on something. Something mild. Marijuana, perhaps.
All the moves, all the feeling. How it liberates your shoulders and your hips, for that matter. You tend to move with it.
I think he's just making it up at this point.
And the little inside stuff that the grapplers do. All of that. It doesn't really have...
God damn it, Dave. Even the dog's ashamed of you.
And what happens when you turn that into a dolphin jumping through the ocean?
What happens is I think about how I still haven't beaten Echo the dolphin, and I put my fist through the wall in frustration.
Dolphin carves through the water and jumps through the air. Water, air, water, air, water, air, water, air.
You bitch, don't you dare neglect Earth, Fire, and Heart. Also, I can't help but notice that the background people are just doing whatever. They're not really in sync with Melissa here.
As your yin and yang acquire the perfect balance of beauty and strength, the marriage of these two universal truths brings us to the future of heightened human expression.
Nothing like fortune cookie philosophy and lame hip-hop beats to get me motivated.
Yourself. Go ahead and let that shrimp jump up and down and up and down and up and down. Now try incorporating the idea of the dolphin.
You fool! You can't amalgamate shrimp and dolphins? What has science wrought? Okay, this group is clearly losing it. Everybody's just doing whatever the hell they want to be doing.
Every time you pull on the nose of the dolphin, the tail whips out in another direction.
Sweetie, I wouldn't pull on random dolphin appendages. You're gonna make it very angry. Or very aroused. Either way, you're in for a world of hurt.
Give over to the dolphin a little bit.
When you give a little to the dolphin, you're just giving him ideas. He's gonna go for everything.
Feel how your control over the dolphin inspires it to manipulate where you go.
Believe me, when you're with a dolphin, you are not in control.
Fun should be a priority with this particular device. Any way you want to adventure around and just enthusiastically play is far more important than thinking that you know what you're doing.
I don't think anybody here knows what they're doing. The workout then grinds to a halt to show everybody lazily walking in a circle. I have not edited this in any way.
We play it non-stop, putting together reggae with hip hop. It's a brand new sound that make the dancehall rock says now.
And then Kane futzes with two sphere knots. Not to be outdone, the woman does this vaguely, not quite sexual, but still kind of entrancing interpretive dance.
You have to kind of stay loose with it. But if you let it go, it's just so liberating. It just makes you feel so free.
Bump to this. Bump to this. Bump to this.
And no joke, this goes on for about 4 minutes. Let's just move on. And with another shot of Rob Moses doing Kung Fu, the DVD workout ends. But wait, there's also the television broadcast Spiral Fitness workout. Public television broadcast at that. Oh look, this shit again.
We're using sacred geometry to amplify spirals. Fibonacci. So we're always moving with structurally sound contours and never have to do it the same way twice.
Right. Well, I've been looking into that. I've discovered that almost everything you look at actually is built on a spiral.
Everything's spiral, so therefore elbow joint pipes are the way to become gods amongst men. The idea of the golden spiral, Fibonacci sequences, and sacred geometry go way back. So they're technically not wrong, but going from nautilus shells growing a logarithmic spiral to twirl this pipe around is a pretty big leap in logic, don't you think?
But I just know that whenever I play with it, I feel better.
He feels better because he gets royalties. Yes, that ought to be acceptable. Anyway, for the most part, the TV broadcast was pretty similar to the purchased one, just abridged, and the people in the demonstration are still not in sync. And at this point, I think everybody has stopped giving even the faintest hint of a shit. So that was Spiral Fitness. It may be the first of these I've ever done that even a dog knows was a bad idea. Rest in peace, David Carradine, and keep on training. Larson out.
And now a word from our sponsors. Hey folks, are you a fan of Larson Halleck and the Barbaric Gentleman? Of course you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. Do you want to help me out somehow? If so, here's how you can give me money. You can go to patreon.com/Larson Halleck and give me some money. Or you can donate to me via PayPal, paypal.me/Larson Halleck. Or buy my book. Otherwise, visit my Gab, my Twitter, and keep watching the videos.